Yo, what's up? It's Like7TCG, and today we're going to be going over my Empoleon, Glaceon, AlolanninetalesGX deck profile. But first of all, let's get started. With this deck profile, we'll be having a Garchomp deck ready for you guys too. But we're going to go over our Empoleon Glaceon deck. So first off, I do want one glaceonGX, a GX with that freezing gauge ability. Your opponent can't play any abilities with Pokemon as long as Pokemon is any active Pokemon your opponent's Pokemon GX and EX and in their hand and their discard power has no ability except for Freezing Gaze. Frost Blow does 90 and 30, and Polar Super GX's attack does 50 damage for each damage counter on your opponent's active Pokemon. So not a bad GX at all. That came out of Ultra Prism. Only run one of those, just in case we get started with an Eevee. Next up, I want two Eevees from Sun and Moon, Energy Evolution, which is testing energy. For that color, it evolves into when you attach a basic energy card from your hand to this Pokemon during your turn, you may search your deck for a card that evolves from that this Pokemon. That is the same type as that energy card, and put it onto this Pokemon to evolve it, then shuffle your deck. It's a really cool card from that came out of Sun and Moon. That's why I wanted two of these, just to make sure we have enough EV to get that turn 1 Glaceon GX. So your opponent cannot run any Lele's. Next up, we run 4 Piplups. The attack doesn't really matter right here, but it does pick, and the other one does splatter, which this attack does 20 damage to one of your opponent's Pokemon. Don't apply any weaknesses, so that is the 4 Piplups that we run in this deck. Next up is Prinplup. We run 4 Prinplup in this deck. It's a pretty nice lineup right there. I do want a 4-4-4 just to make a consistency. And next up, we do run 4 Empoleons. Now, what Empoleon does is you have this attack called Total Command. This attack does 20 down for each best Pokemon, both yours and your opponent. So it's like Zoroark, the regular Zoroark. That does 20. And Whirlpool, discard an energy from the opponent's active Pokemon. So each attack is not bad at all, and it has a hit point of 160. Next up, I think I like this attack. I did one Alolan Ninetales because I want to use a GX attack, and I think this GX attack is better than Glaceon GX attack. So I do want one Alolan Ninetales GX. Ice Blade. This attack does 50 damage to one of your opponent's active Pokemon. Blizzard Edge does 160, and you can Aqua Passes onto your bench as well. And then Ice Pass GX, move all damage coming up from this Pokemon to one of your opponent's active Pokemon. I think this is a pretty nice attack in the deck. You want one Alolan Vulpix. And now it's time for the supporters. Pretty simple minded supporters. We do want 4 Professor Sycamore. Discards your hand to draw 70 new cards. So that is pretty exciting right there. And it's going to rotate in October. So you need to find something that can replace it, which I think Cynthia's going to replace it. And then next up, we'll do 3 copies of Guzma. Switch one of your opponent's bench Pokemon with if it's an active Pokemon, he do switch your active Pokemon with one of your bench Pokemon. This does come in handy sometimes. The deck runs no Flowstone, so yeah. Next up is a pretty nice tech that I do like to run in here. I do run 2 Plumerias. Discard 2 cards from your hand. If you do, discard an energy from your opponent's active Pokemon. So you can discard like water energies and in your graveyard to use Aqua Patch to get it back, and you can discard an energy from your opponent's active Pokemon. It's pretty nice there, and I do like this. I do run 2 Mars, draw 2 cards. If you do discard a random card from your opponent's hand, I think that's pretty good in today's format. Like if you have 1 card remaining, you can use Mars to get rid of that 1 card in their hand, and then you can draw 2 cards too, so it's pretty nice there. Next up, I do want 1 Judge. I think Judge is pretty nice. Each player starts with a hand into his or her deck and draw 4 cards. It can be a big game changer in the beginning. So yeah, I'm thinking about putting a Tapu Lele in here. I do have a Tapu Lele. I don't know if I want to put it in here or not. I don't know if I want to take out a Sycamore to put in a Tapu Lele or something. I might do that. Let's see how this deck runs out first. Do want 1 Pokemon fan club, search your deck for up to 2 basic Pokemon, and reveal them and put them into your hand. So that's pretty nice there. Actually, I run 3 Mars. Sorry about that. I run 3 Mars. I didn't see that one there. And I won 1 Lily, draw 6. If you use this card in the first turn, you can draw 8. Next up is for the items. Do run 4 Ultra Ball, just card 2 cards, and you can in your hand if you do, you can search your deck for a Pokemon, reveal it, and put it into your hand, and then shuffle your deck afterwards. Do run 4 Ultra Balls for consistency. Alright. Next up is do run 4 copies of Aqua Patch. Now this card is really good. Attaching water energy for a card from Disco Power for 1 of your bench Pokemon, so that can help you set up your Piplups into Empoleon or into your AlolannineTales and stuff like that. So that's pretty good. Next up is the Enhanced Hammer. Now I do run 4 copies of Enhanced Hammer just in case you have DCEs and stuff like that, so that's pretty good. Yeah, discard a special energy. Let me think. Do run 3 copies of Choice Band. Does 30 damage, more damage to your Pokemon GX or EX. 1 Pale Pad to get back supporters. So for 2 supporter card from Disco Power into your hand. 1 Wish Goose Gesture. 2 Brooklet Hills to search the deck for any water or fighting basic Pokemon. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I might add more water energies too. 7 water energies. Might add more. And I don't have 2 DCEs in this deck because all my other DCEs in my other deck. So 2 DCEs. That's pretty much it. I don't think you need more than 2 DCEs in this deck anyway. You need 1 for glaceonGX and you need 1 for Ninetales, but I think that's pretty solid. And that's gonna be it for today's deck profile. Hopefully you guys like, subscribe, and yeah, this has been Lucky 7 TTG, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.